Um, have you made anything of that arrangement where Morgan Stanley, as an approved applicant with Dubai Gold Securities, gives them obviously entree into supplying the physical to Dubai?
Hold that thought, gentlemen.
Oh, that's very significant, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, gentlemen, I've got Rob Gray popping up for a couple of minutes when we get back.
You're tuned in to the National Intel Report, the Real Talk Radio Show.
The most beautiful coin in the world. Republic Broadcasting, we designed our own coin. Ooh, it's a silver round. It's the Andy Jackson coin, we're calling it. Good old Andy. He was president from 1767 to he died in 1845. But I'll tell you what, this is a great coin. On the coin itself, on the back side of this thing, by eternal God, I will rout you out. Rob Gray, are you there?
Here.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
It sounds like you're sitting right next to me.
Well, I really wish I was, but I'm stuck up here in Dallas today. We've got so many things to do with our event coming up. Did I tell you about it yet?
No.
Well, we kind of let the cat out of the bag, or you did anyway, last week. And we were talking about this Silver Lining General Merchant store opening up in Dallas, which is actually now scheduled for September 15th. But on September 20th, Sunday, we're doing Liberty Fest at the Lakewood Theater in Dallas, and it's a whole smorgasbord of freedom stuff. So
really?
I'm stuck up here for the next month getting all the event preparation together for that. We'll be screening the new Ron Paul grassroots documentary for Liberty. Have you heard of that yet?
No.
This is kind of like the whole story of how the grassroots movement came together, what put it together, how it happened, the fires that it ignited all over the country, because of the Ron Paul presidential campaign. So it's actually screening for the first time anywhere on September 20th in Dallas.
And who's going to be in attendance?
Well, me. I'll be there. You coming?
I haven't been invited yet.
Well, you're invited now.
Well, thanks. You must have been so busy you forgot. Okay,
well,
not a problem. Yeah, I can do that because you're only 3 hours away from me.
But the point of it is that this whole thing is happening in conjunction with the launch of the Silver Lining, which, from my research, proves to be the first store of its kind in the entire country that exclusively accepts payment in AOCS-approved silver.
Ah.
Now, one of the AOCS-approved rounds, in fact, the most beautiful one that we have, I think, really, in my opinion, is the Andy Jackson piece here. So if you want to load up on your Andy Jacksons and then bring them up to Dallas with you on the 20th, you'll have a place to go to spend them for far greater than what you paid for them.
Absolutely. I mean, they got 50 on the back for a reason. And that's this is your deal, the American Open Currency Standard. And you were on with me last week, and we offered these rolls of the Andy Jackson. And don't you know, I just misplaced my notes. What the heck are we offering this thing for? We've got 20 rolls of this, and you had actually set aside, here they are. You actually set aside another 20 rolls.
Well, we had 10 last week that we set aside for the first strike ones, and they were gone, I think, in the first 4 or 5 minutes of introducing that.
Yeah, they were.
And I don't think we told the people taking the orders as how many we actually had, and so I think we went way past the 10.
Right.
So I've had to go back to the Mint and get them to issue another series of these things. So I think we've got another 20 tubes set aside for you here.
Okay, you got another 22 rolls, and this is a pre-release release. And we've got 20 rolls of these. They're $392.20 a piece.
$392.20 gets you a tube of 20 ounces of the beautiful proof-like finish Andy Jackson. Now remember that these things are usable and spendable inside of our 30,000 merchant strong barter network across the U.S. and they circulated a value of 50. So that's the concept there. To get silver to discount, spend it at a profit, we're going to need some sort of incentive, obviously, to get back to using silver and gold as money, and this is it.
Well, and thank you, by the way. Down here in Round Rock, Texas, you just signed a guy up that has a paintless dent repair shop. And ironically, I need that for the wife's van. So I'm going to be in there trading a few rounds there so we can get the dents out of my wife's car.
This is nothing new. We have probably 5 to 10 merchants a week that find us through whatever medium. They contact us, and they let us know that they want to be part of this movement as well. So freedom and financial freedom are both hot topics these days, and it's growing very, very quickly, almost more quickly than we can manage, but we're keeping up with it. And, we'll continue to build it out. We'll find the things that people need, and we'll get them the discount they want so that they keep their money local and make it go twice as far.
That's the whole idea, because I mentioned Jeff Gates is going to be on with me next week, and this guy, I'm not going to run his litany because you have no idea what I'm talking about. But he said, people, no matter what, you are in the matrix, you've gotten trapped by this because you're in the interest money system now. Your car loans, your mortgages, the paper that you handle every single day, that is the deal that's imprisoning you, and you've got to get out of that. So that's exactly, Mr. Gray, what you've done with the the AOCS. Let me get that straight.
That's it. You got it.
And this, folks, is working. This is a new type of barter system, only it's not just exchanging paper with other people. Remember out in California, they issued the IOUs, and then when people tried to pay off their debts with the IOUs, the bank said, no, we're not taking those. Those aren't worth anything.
Well, you started to see them popping up on eBay, selling, for 50, 60 cents on the dollar, and it's like, all right, that doesn't work either. That's where the hyperinflation really starts to come from, when
that's right.
People don't want the paper anymore, and that's really the trend that I think we want to establish and start to set up here in Dallas with the silver lining. There will be merchants across the U.S. that are going to just throw their hands up and say, you know what, I'm not taking your paper anymore. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm trading value for value, and that's it.
There
and the
you
best
go.
way to get involved is with these AOCS-approved barter rounds. And again, the best one I think that's coming down the pike is this Andy Jackson.
Well, and I couldn't agree with you more. And again, folks, we only have about 22 rolls of these available right now. And they go for $392.20, and that includes shipping, Mr. Gray?
Right, that's inclusive of shipping, and if you calculate it out, it's a little bit below where spot is right now.
Okay.
On a per-round basis, inclusive of minting fees and shipping and everything like that. So it is a bit of a discount, and I think that's the extent of what we'll do for the pre-release release. So grab a whole bunch of tubes of those, come up to Dallas on September 20th to watch the For Liberty, how the Ron Paul Revolution watered the withered tree of liberty is the tagline for the movie here. So if you're looking for a place to go to make good use of your silver, this is it. I don't know where we'll have details for the event, but
I'll bring you up before the event happens, and you're going to open up a store down here, and I'm going to run the store down here, right? The Silver Lining 2?
I thought it was going to be called Axton's Diner.
Axton's Diner. Out of the Ayn Rand book. Okay, got it. All right. Hey, thanks, Rob.
It's really my pleasure. Anytime. Have a great day.
Thank you. 800, folks, 724-2719. We have only 22 rolls of this, and it's the really cool coin because it's all shiny. It doesn't have that, what would you call that?
Dull.
Frosted look on it. Yeah. It is a beautiful collectible round, and the neat thing about this is, folks, silver's going to be worth a heck of a lot more in the near term. So this is a way to have a store of wealth, trade value for value, or if you want to keep it, throw it in your shoebox and put it in your closet, feel free to do so, because this is the only insurance policy we have. Now, my rude interlude there, Robbie, again, frame your statement to Mr. Chapman, and he was going to chime in.
Well, obviously,
ready to answer that.
Yeah,
and the significance of that is this. And I've not mentioned this before in the publication or on the air, but Morgan Stanley sent out a missive to their memo, if you may, to their salesman, and the memo said that, or led you to believe that it had been an edict by the IRS that bullion, gold and silver, in IRAs or other retirement plans would be taxed if not removed by the end of the year. Now, I am waiting for the legal department at Morgan Stanley to give me the background on that, because we know it is untruthful on face. It's my suspicion that Morgan Stanley is short silver. It's only a suspicion. And they needed that silver in order to cover their shorts. So they led people to believe that they would have to sell their silver and switch it for coins or something else.